I've been gone for a few days. I was out actually going to see my dad for his birthday. It's not connected to this video. And I understand that this channel isn't about topics like this, but out of all the channels that I do, this is like the most personal one where I'm on camera and stuff. And so I decided to put this one here. If this is a video that makes you leave this channel, never watch me ever again, honestly, I don't care. I don't care. This needs to stop because I honestly don't know what the fuck we're doing anymore as a people that can react like this to the assassination of just a man who's just speaking his mind in the most non-violent way ever. A man who you might dislike, you might like. A man you might agree with, disagree with, 100% of the way, 20% of the way. And the amount of reactions that I saw while I was out of town on social media, celebrating, literally celebrating someone getting murdered, assassinated in the eyes of thousands and thousands of people. It filled me with something I've never truly felt. It wasn't just anger. It wasn't just despair or sorrow. It was like a mix. It was like I knew that it was wrong. The reactions that we saw of people.
Kirk getting assassinated.
Some people say it's deserved.
To get murdered in front of his children and family.
When God calls you home, you gotta go.
You think God called him home? It's well deserved. For him specifically getting killed, womp womp. He got what he deserved. Honestly, I feel like he just got what he deserved. No shame.
Don't you think?
And that's just the least of it. You can find individuals praising God, dancing, celebrating someone getting shot down, murdered. What kind of a place are we living in 2025? What kind of a society is this? And it's not just a few individuals. It's hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people at this point, whose initial gut reaction, whose initial gut response to something like this, where they had almost no intel on what was happening, if he was even alive or dead. Did they watch the video? Did they see it happen? Who knows? Who cares? But their initial gut response was that it was deserved, that it was justified, that the world is now a better place in some instances. Thoughts and prayers to his children, but in my humble opinion, America became greater today. This is the kind of PC bullshit that I see way too much on social media. Oh, I'm tipping around the toes of I'm being politically correct and I'm saying the right things, but this is how I really feel. Haha, you can't get me for this. Haha. Shut the fuck up. I am so over this kind of shit. I am so done with your middle school, I'm the bully, but I'm not really the bully, I'm not the problem bullshit. I am so over this. Whether or not you liked what Charlie had to say about a lot of things, and believe me, I haven't heard everything he's had to say, and I've kind of honestly just kind of disassociated in a lot of ways away from that kind of content in the last 4 years because there's just so much bullshit to dig through. I am done now. I don't know why. I am done just ignoring it because these are the kinds of people that exist in our world. And there is one word that I can use to describe the kinds of reactions that I saw not just from individuals, but also from celebrities and other people who just don't care. They're just there to get one over the other guy. They're just there to step over your literal fucking corpse, like Stephen King, who wanted to come out and say, oh, he advocated stoning gays to death. Just saying. Never once was this ever said. In fact, a rebuttal was posted where Charlie's saying, I believe marriage is one man, one woman. That's what he believes. Also, gay people should be welcome to the movement. As Christians, we are called to love everyone. I will stand against people who wish to establish their own personal values as a reason to kick others out. You can find so many examples of Charlie saying things explicitly like this. And yet Stephen King couldn't give a rat's ass of whether the shit he put on X, Twitter, Blue Sky, whatever the fuck, was anywhere near accurate about a day later after the assassination. This is the kind of place that we fucking live in 2025. The kind of rhetoric that Charlie said wasn't even crazy. It wasn't wild. It's something your mom and your dad might say talking shop at work. Oh, yeah, this is kind of what? Yeah, I don't really like that. Okay. He got fucking killed for it. Murdered. I've seen so many things online of, oh, you live by the sword, you ha ha ha, dot, dot, dot. Your room fucking temperature IQ can't even come up with the correct application for that quote. To live by the sword would have been to be doing the things that he died by, you fucking moron. He was living by the pen and talking. He was probably the most moderate I have ever seen in my entire fucking life, you imbecile. You room temp IQ idiot. And this is stretched everywhere. Everywhere. And I am so done with it. If you've been playing FF14 like I have, you might have seen this quote from this brilliant human before. The hardest thing is if there's a character I really like and then people say this character sucks, I'm like, no, you're wrong. Catherine Kate. And you might be saying, why are you bringing that up? I might be bringing it up because she also says stupid shit like this. Anyway, the choice America faces going forward is to live in the Confederacy or do a reconstruction for real and purge those motherfuckers from all public life. And there isn't really an in-between. This room temp IQ fucking idiot. I understand what she tried to do with Charlie's ideology purge, but you fucking moron, you're not talking about an ideology in your post. You're talking about actual people. So Square Enix, what the fuck? Hey, this is who you have heading on your worst expansion of all time. I wonder why it's so fucking bad. And if I'm mad, if I seem angry, it's because I am. I am pissed. Because apparently we've hit a point where it's totally okay to murder somebody, assassinate somebody for simply just not believing 100% in what you believe in. Or not having the same ideas that you have. If you've been on this planet long enough, you should have probably figured out by now there isn't anybody that's going to 100% agree with everything that you think. So if we've hit a point where it's okay to just kill somebody because they don't 100% line up with what you believe, then we're in for a world of fucking trouble, my friend. It was already a dangerous enough place before, but we're in for a world of trouble. And the media shit that I've seen about this and how the way that they phrase things and dumb it down. I've been around the song and dance enough, peering through information, seeing how different politicians and news media outlets use verbiage to elicit responses, or on the other foot, try to keep responses down, make things sound better than what they are, or make things sound worse than they are. But I have two things left. The first one here is you tell me if this is someone that sounds like he's an actual racist. Because this is the thing that I've seen the most. He hates blacks. He's a racist.
Unfortunately, in the black community, dads are the most absent of any community. About 2/3 of all black youth will be raised without a stable father around. And I know it's crazy, right? And that little precious angel of yours deserves to have a father around. You know, for daughters and for sons, it's different things. For a daughter, that's a father figure to look up to say that is how a man should act, and someone that I ought to one day marry, someone that will protect me from a vicious world, and someone that makes me understand what strength and not brutality looks like, what justice but not revenge looks like. To have a father figure is a silent way of forming a child to be a mature citizen. And unfortunately, as we've removed dads from families, government has come in and has taken the place. So some people need help and they need social assistance. All of that should be about incentivizing the dad staying around, not the dad leaving. Unfortunately, with welfare, you can get more money for single mother assistance.
This is very true.
And so you agree. We're actually subsidizing single motherhood more than we are subsidizing family formation. The number one objective of any social welfare program should be, how do we keep the family together and put dads back in the family?
Yes.
That is the number one priority.
And I think it's funny in that clip that he brought up that I just found to play on here. The distinction between justice and revenge. Because while we were out, I was, like I said, feeling some sort of way. And I felt a drawing to this. And I found these two things that I'm going to share. And I don't know who this goes for, who this goes to. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everybody. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Do not take revenge, my friends, but leave room for God's wrath. For it is written, it is mine to avenge. I will repay, says the Lord. On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And that is Romans 12:14 to 21, which I thought was so stark that was there. But the thing that really blows me away is near the start of this video, I asked, what kind of world are we living in? How do we get to this point? With all of this social media crap, all of the stuff taken out of context, everyone just trying to quote a quote to walk over someone's corpse towards the money bag in the sky. How are we here? This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 28 to 35. They are a nation without sense. There is no discernment in them. If only they were wise and would understand this and discern what their end will be. How could one man chase 1,000 or two put 10,000 to flight unless their rock had sold them? Unless the Lord had given them up. For the rock is not like our rock. As even our enemies concede, their vine comes from the vine of Sodom and from the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are filled with poison and their clusters with bitterness. Their wine is the venom of serpents and deadly poison of cobras. Have I not kept this in my reserve and sealed in my vaults? It is mine to avenge, and I will repay in due time. Their foot will slip, their disaster is near, and their doom rushes upon them. We have gotten to such a point, apparently, in this nation, in this world, with the benefit of technology, that we have lost our ability to discern. A great many of us have. And the allure of other things are so great that a lot of us don't even care anymore. Now, I don't have any other words of encouragement for you. I can't tell you that it's going to be okay. But I do know that it's not okay. This isn't okay. The world that we're in right now is not okay. Because when you can see the reactions that you're able to see from certain individuals on the internet, and you don't have to go too far to find them.
Left-wingers, liberals, you need to be fucking showing your opponent's guts on there, okay? You need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and letting their intestines just ride on stage. What the fuck is this shit, man?
It's hurt poor people that they can afford housing in Berkeley. I don't know how that works.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
I understand that it's a very terrifying thing. Especially, that's why this is such a big deal. Someone who had opinions that weren't that radical, that crazy, got offed. Someone whose opinions are so moderate got taken out. And the reaction for thousands and thousands and thousands of people is that that's a good thing. And so you sit there and you think, he's kind of like me. Kind of, except I keep to myself and just do my job. And they kind of killed him just for thinking like I do. Thinking just normal mom pop stuff. Things like your parents do. Maybe you do. Maybe you're whoever. And then you see normal people, electricians, pilots, members of the military, police officers, whoever, Congress people, authors, book writers, celebrate something like that. And it really makes you worry and it really makes you think. And while you might not be able to go after revenge, you need to leave revenge to God. You also do not have to just let that person say that shit. If you are fearful of something like that, there are places to go. You can go report them to HR. Do it. Do it. Because that evil has no place in society. That's actual, true evil. And I don't want it here on this channel. I don't want it on any of my channels. So if that's something that you want to celebrate and you want to support, sorry, fam, you can go the fuck elsewhere. You can get on. You can move down the trail. I don't care. I do not care. And if hopefully by chance just one person who did celebrate it watches this video and this video somehow changed your mind even a little bit, God's grace is real. You don't have to be like that for forever. It is a terrible way to live. You don't need to live with that much hate in your heart. It can unshackle you. So with that, I don't know what else we're going to be doing. But this was something I just needed to do. With that, God bless out there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.